everyone, this is Anna Eckstein with MVP Realty, a local realtor in Naples, serving Southwest Florida. Today, May 4th, 2020, and many of you asking us so many questions about Naples real estate market and how we deal locally with this pandemic. I brought today with me my dear colleague, April Keating, and also two mortgage professionals, tyler.esposito and Fabiano.pinto with Movement Mortgage. All right, April.
Well, thanks for bringing us together today. The most important message today is that we are all in this together, and it's awesome to have two top loan officers with us as well to really give everybody the picture, the big picture of what's going on in our local real estate market. A lot of people are thinking that we've stopped, and we haven't. I mean, for me, I've been working for the past 30 days, you know, talking to people, preparing my clients that are sellers and working with buyers. It's still moving down here. So it's a very interesting time to be in real estate, and it's very important to me that I can help my customers and as many people as possible during this time. So what has your month of April been like?
Okay, so, well, month of April, it's been definitely interesting. Today is our special day. As we all know, today, Florida phase 1 reopening, and we've already been enjoying our beaches since last Thursday, which has been really exciting for all our visitors and residents in Calais County. But also today we have reopening our restaurants, retail shops. Of course, there's few limitations, like 25% capacity can be inside visitors, and 6 feet separation for the tables for the outside dining. So that's been happening. And, you know, we're still on hold on some other businesses like our virtual schooling, our hairdresser businesses, that related type of businesses. And of course, our vacation rentals, they're still on hold until hopefully phase 2, we will be reopening for some in-state visitors, and phase 3 for the out-state visitors. And the phase 2, we don't have a date yet. So, Tyler, so how's everything been going on your end?
Yeah, everything's been great. April was a very strong month, and especially last week. Last week, I think we saw a huge uptick in purchase business, which means we're definitely seeing a lot of people still purchasing homes. A question that we get quite often is, you know, do we have to see face-to-face to complete the mortgage process? And the answer there is no, not necessarily. Everything can be done online and over the phone. And that definitely makes the process easy and safe. But for showing, I know that you guys have been getting a lot of questions from showing and how the purchasing process goes. So April, do you have any comments on how you guys are keeping clients safe?
Sure. Well, you know, we're really being understanding and compassionate to the individual. So if somebody is elderly or if somebody is concerned about you know, their health, certainly the high risk groups, we're being extra cautious and making sure that we hear their needs. And if they want to go out and do personal showings, I've been showing people, and we're taking the recommended precautions for showings. We're doing virtual showings. We're using Skype and FaceTime, and we're doing Zoom meetings. Our sellers are welcoming us into their homes in most instances, because the sellers are on the market because they want to sell their property. So they know it has to be seen one way or the other. So we're just I'm really taking an individual look at each customer and working with them however I can to make them feel comfortable. And of course, adhering to the guidelines that we're all hearing every day in the news. So, you know, like I said, it's been moving. I've been getting new listings. I've been showing buyers. I've been doing virtual open houses, which is fantastic. People can just dial in and see the property live, real time while I'm there. So it's been fun. It's been different. And I think that my customers have really appreciated how we've all learned to adapt. I mean, I know, Fabiano, what have you done to adapt to all of these changes?
Yeah, so I was going to touch on that. Great point. It's all about adapting, right? Adapting and overcoming what we're going through. And I can speak for all of us here on this meeting that we've all done that, right? We've stayed in front of our clients virtually. I mean, I've seen numerous times where, April, you're doing your virtual open houses, virtual showings, and the same thing. You know, Tyler mentioned about the applications, how we're able to do everything now online, right? Without actually having to have that personal interaction. I mean, we all love personal touch. I know I do. I love, meeting my clients and being in front of them and explaining the process. But we all know the situation that we have at hand, right? So we have to make sure that we have the things in place to accommodate that. And we do, right? We have our easy app, super easy application online. They go in, they put in their information, they upload their documents, and boom, they've got a mortgage application in place. So, this is a new normal. It's a normal reality, and we've adapted. We've made great strides in the past 2 months. That we've been dealing with this as a company. We didn't allow this negative. I'm going to call it a small negative to deviate us from our ultimate goal. It's great to partner with such great companies like MVP Realty, who has incredible agents doing the same things, right? So that's why it just works. So I'm excited to be able to provide that to our clients.
Yeah, now, I mean, I have another comment is, obviously everyone knows that rates are extremely low right now, which creates a great buying opportunity. But you guys I know that this is also a great selling opportunity. So Anna or April, you have a comment of why this is a good selling time?
Well, it's a great time to sell. From my perspective, what I'm seeing is that sellers are taking advantage. Most sellers have, today it's very different than it was back when we had the big recession back with the housing market crash. In this current environment, most homeowners have at least, I think, what is the percentage? 37% of equity in their home. 30% of homeowners have 50% equity. Your Movement Mortgage put out a statistic recently. Do you remember what that is, Fabiano?
Yeah, I believe it was, there's 53% of homes have at least 30% equity.
Okay, so I mean, this is a great opportunity for sellers to take that equity that they've got in their homes right now and move on to perhaps that home that they need to grow their family. People are wanting to, buy their dream home, and they have the ability to do that. Now they can take advantage of the low interest rates and the equity that they've built in their homes. Yeah. So I'm seeing sellers viewing this as an opportunity to move up, whereas before they may not have been able to. So the low interest rates are key right now. So if buyers are buying, sellers have to put their inventory on the market. We will get it sold. We know that. I know I'm working with buyers. We're having a couple of challenges in finding just the right home. So we are supposedly in a neutral market right now with about 6 to 7 months of inventory. But I do feel that we need to keep the inventory on the market to keep this real estate market moving.
Yeah. And Anna, I know you've talked to a lot of clients in the past couple of weeks. What is some misinformation that you're hearing from your clients that we can kind of clear up about the Naples market, Naples, Southwest Florida market?
Yes, absolutely. Many of you asking me, oh my gosh, can I even travel to Florida? Can I drive? Can I fly? Where I stay? Everything is closed and on lockdown. So here's a couple of things I would like to mention. So one thing, yes, you can drive to Florida, and yes, you can fly. Absolutely. Couple of things that you should need to know. One thing is, if you are in a high risk area for this pandemic, there will be maybe checkpoints on the state Florida border, and they will ask you probably to self-quarantine for the 14 days once you arrive to Florida. So, and the same thing would happen in a local airport screening. So how they will ask you, they will brief you on how to self-quarantine, and they will ask you some key point information. Also, they will ask you to sign up that you agree and understand on self-quarantine. And yes, most of our hotels, they are open, and it's been our essential businesses available in Southwest Florida, in entire Florida. So with that being said, I do like to actually keep a couple things on a market update, what happening in our local economy and things what get pending and sold. So there's 514 properties actually being pending in the month of April 2020. From them, 165 were condos, and single family homes were 347. So that's a great news. The homes still going in under contract in today's challenging timing, and people still need to buy homes today, and people still need to sell homes. Like, I did some numbers, and I checked it out, a few things, and I put some stats for the April 2019 and April 2020. with the closed sales. We have 808 homes closed on the month of April 2020. It is down by 32% compared to the 2019. Average days on the market is actually gets smaller to 89 days on the market, and that being 12% down compared to the 2019. Single family homes closed 450 in the 2020 April, with 22% down compared to the 2019 April, and condominiums closed 353 with 41% down of the months of April 2019. It is down, but they're still pending. Mm-hmm.
Just a quick question on that, just so I can get a better understanding. So I do believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of that is probably because of that like uncertainty, right? People got scared of what happened. So I assume that has to have a lot to do with that little bit of a downturn, right? I like to call it a V-shaped chart. You guys ever heard of the V-shaped chart, right?
Absolutely.
There's a huge decrease. There's a huge downturn, right, to the market, and all of a sudden we see that spike back up, right? And that's what we were talking about before the call, that I believe that we're going to see 12 months worth of business in a very short period of time. So that's why I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you guys are more market specialists than I am when it comes to prices and numbers, but I believe that's probably a big reason why. What would you say, Anna, on that?
Well, yeah, I will tell you this, there's 396 homes, brand new listings just came in the month of April. I know it's down 44% compared to the 2019, but my point, guys, there's still new listings coming on the market. The people still purchasing, maybe just not as much as we had in 2019, but the business still happening. And a lot of you say, oh my gosh, it's 2008 all over again. My friends, we in a health crisis, we're not in a housing crisis. And business happening every day. The people still need to buy homes today. People still need to sell homes today. And this data that I took, it's just from MLS, local MLS. And it's not even incorporating new home sale data, which this numbers in reality much more higher compare, because most of our new construction, they're not in MLS as a record. So
hey guys, I wanted to share something real quick, Anna, just to kind of piggyback off of what you said about this is not 2007, 2008, all over again, right? So I'd like to just share my screen with you guys to give you some statistics. April, I actually pulled up the presentation that I did the other day, and I wanted to give you guys a visual, right? So that, is it okay if I do that, Anna? If I should just.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you, please, to share.
Can you guys see my screen? Can you see this annual home appreciation chart?
Yes.
Awesome. So
There it is.
Perfect. So just to give you guys an idea of what was happening prior to the crash, the housing crash, right? The housing market crash in 2007, 8, and 9 versus today, right? So that they can see that it's not, a housing crisis. It's a health crisis, which are two completely different things. So this is the price appreciation in from 2000 to 2005, 8%, 6.5%, 8.5%, 8.7, 12.5%, 11.4. So these are the 2 years leading up to the crash. And then we have 14 through 19, right? Look at the difference. 4%,
Wow.
5%, 6, 4, 4. The appreciation that we saw back then is nowhere near the appreciation we're seeing today, right? So the reason why the crash happened is because homes are overvalued, right? You got into a house that at some point when it really came down to reality, you couldn't afford. So what happened? You're like, I can't pay for this house. This house is worth now $300,000. I paid $7,000. I'm out. I'm leaving. That is not the case today, guys. That is not what we're going through today. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a visual so that you can see why. So maybe that fear of, oh my gosh, the housing crisis all over again. That is not the case. The data, justifies that. The data does not justify people thinking that. So I just wanted to get that, debunk that thought, because that is not what we're going through today. Sorry, I just wanted to share to give a little bit of a visual.
No, that's great information. And, we did see a lot of short sales and a lot of foreclosures back in the day. I don't expect to see that. We may see some, And, you know, I've been through that. I know, Anna, you have as well. We are prepared to deal with that. So if there's anybody out there that perhaps is struggling financially and is worried that they're going to lose their house, we can help you. Give us a call. You know, before something goes into that state of foreclosure, we can try to save it and get it sold with a short sale. So we are ready and we are able to deal with those situations as they arise. But I really don't think we're going to see what we saw back then because of what you just explained, Fabiana. That was a great slide.
I do want to say one more thing that I think is very important, and I'm sure everyone on this call has heard the word forbearance, right?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
we've heard lenders, you know, we've heard the news talking about forbearance and you know, whatever else they're calling it. Forbearance is something that that you have to be very careful with. So anybody watching, just because you know your company, your servicer, your lender is saying that they're offering you a forbearance, do your homework and make sure that you understand the ins and outs of forbearance and the implications that forbearance can have on your loan, right? You know, back when the hurricane happened, a lot of people took advantage of the forbearance. Oh, I'm getting 3 months off of my mortgage payment, and that is not the way it works. So you want to do your homework about forbearance. Forbearance could really, you know, cause some pretty bad implications on your mortgage. We're seeing people now trying to do a refinance, trying to purchase a new home, that when they went in forbearance, the lender, the servicer actually reported them late. Okay, so they got 3 months off, right? And then on the third month, they were due the 3 months plus the fourth month. And let's be honest, a lot of people just don't have that kind of money, right? They took forbearance in the first place. They just don't have that kind of money to pay it. So what happens? The lender reports them late. And what does that do to getting a new loan or getting a refi? That completely shoots that down. So make sure that you're calling, you know, myself, Tyler, you're reaching out to Anna, you're reaching out to April for more information, because we're all connected. We're all in this together, right? So we have information to guide you guys in the right direction. So very important that you know the ins and outs of forbearance, you know, and how
That's great.
that. So.
Good information. And, you know, another part of being in this together and helping as many people as we can, that's our goal.
Yeah.
There's something really cool that Movement Mortgage is doing right now. Tyler, do you want to explain that?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we have a program that's going on, and it's going to be $2,500 towards either closing costs or additional fees that are going towards anyone that is on the front lines. So that's going to be hospital workers, firemen, policemen. So there's going to be a $2,500 credit towards closing costs to help out with that, with anyone that is on the front lines.
That's excellent. And I'll also mention too that I did recently become an affiliate with Homes for Heroes, a similar type of program. So if there's any heroes out there that are watching, you know, certainly give us a call. We are here to help you, and we do feel that there is a lot of service that's been going on that really gets unrecognized. And we definitely at Homes for Heroes, as a service provider, we're rewarding heroes with a rewards check after closing. So there are people out there that care. You've got 4 of them right here, and we really want to help as many people as we can as we finish out 2020. We think we're going to be doing a real lot of business for the summer and ending 2020 strong. So I hope that comes true, and we're doing everything we can to make it a reality.
And I would like to add also, there's so much incentive going on in a new construction. If you're on a new home purchase process and you're thinking of getting your home, oh my gosh, there's amazing deals going on. There's builders offering so much incentive. They are all different. So, you know, if you need more information, just get in touch with us, and we'll be more than happy to provide you all the information in regarding to the new home sales in our area. And guys, what else do you like to add? So Fabiana, what else?
Yeah. I'm, you know, so this type of stuff here, these meetings, I love content. I love being in front of people. I have a passion for helping, right? That's what we're all about, right? We're here to love and value people, right? And that's where our business model stands from. That's our principles. The fact that I get to share the front line with Tyler, my coworker, with Anna, with April, there's nothing else I'd rather be doing, to be honest, to be able to share what we have. And I just love the fact that I'm in this business. I'm passionate for it. I love working with you guys. I love working with my clients, and that's it. Let's all, get through this together. Whether it's business related or not, we're here for you, right? I've done, many calls, one-on-ones with people, just kind of talking about life, just how are you doing? What is it that I can help you with? Because at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. The business for me is a bonus, right? When you come from a place of care, when you come from a place of gratitude, things just happen organically, and I'm a true believer of that. So that's why
absolutely. I same here. I mustn't ever agree with you. I am, I've spoke with so many of my clients, and I'm just here to help. If there's anyone watching this video, and maybe I didn't talk to you yet, if you need any of my help, especially if you're here locally, I'm here to help you. If there's anything I can do to help with groceries, maybe picking up medication. I know I've been delivering to many of my clients gloves. I just have them in stock quite a bit. So if there's anything I can do to share and help, I'm here to help. April?
I just, I'm all about faith over fear. I know we're all going to get through this together. And like you both have already said, we are all here to help any way that we can. So thank you so much. Thanks for putting this together, Anna, today. I think it was a great exchange of information, and hopefully a lot of people watching have found the information useful as well. And Tyler, to close it up.
Yeah, I think this was great. Anna, definitely appreciate you getting us all together. It's really something special when people from the same industry and can all come together and provide good information. So definitely appreciate it. And we'll definitely get through this together.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everyone to join, and stay healthy and safe.
Take care, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.